Hello and welcome back to Culinary Haven. Today we're making a cheesecake. I'm sure everybody knows what cheesecake is, and I'm not saying I'm inventing a cheesecake, but I would like to show you my take on the classic cheesecake, and today we're making orange cheesecake with mango glaze. Let's begin. And we'll start with crushing 200 grams of digestive biscuits, or if you're in America, graham crackers, in a food processor into a fine crumb. That's fine. Took 15 seconds. And now we're going to transfer it into a bowl. And to this we add 80 grams of melted unsalted butter and mix it together until the mixture looks like wet sand. Okay. We're going to transfer this mixture into a parchment lined, just on the bottom, spring form, and firmly pat it down, creating the traditional cheesecake crust. Just firmly all over the base. And now we're going to place it in the preheated to 180 degrees Celsius oven for 10 minutes. Here it is, nicely browned and crisped up. And we're going to let it cool whilst we're preparing the cheesecake mixture. We'll start with grating one orange. Make sure that it's not waxed. If you're not sure, wash it, scrub it really well before you zest it. Just the top of the skin without the pith. And now we're going to cut the orange in half and juice it. One orange will give you, depends on its size and juiciness, anywhere between 75 and a very juicy orange can give you up to 100 ml of juice. We'll measure it now. 86 ml. Next, we're going to add 15 grams or 1.5 tablespoons of corn flour or cornstarch, whatever you call it, into the juice and stir it to dissolve it. You don't have to do it, it will dissolve in the mixture anyway, but I think it's for even distribution. This is the best way to do it. Next, we're going to add 600 grams of cream cheese, full fat cream cheese of any brand you like, 150 grams of sour cream, pinch of salt, 300 grams of sugar, 2 teaspoons of vanilla. I'm using vanilla sugar. You can see the specks of the vanilla bean in it. Or vanilla extract, whichever you prefer, and mix it together. I'm adding vanilla sugar because I'm using orange juice and I don't want to make it, the mixture, too runny. So instead of vanilla extract, vanilla sugar. Stir it together. Smell of the orange is this divine. Now pour in the orange juice and the cornstarch. Mix it together. Don't worry if you think it looks too runny. It will be perfect. It will be the most delicious, flavorful, silky cheesecake you've ever had. And lastly, we're going to add 3 large eggs, adding one at a time. I prepared the whisk and I'm still just doing everything with this thin spatula, just so handy for scraping the bowl and for actually mixing everything. The second egg. If you want to make a tall cheesecake, you can add more cream cheese, and the ratio always is 1 egg per 200 grams of cream cheese. The third egg. That's it. I'll just check it with a whisk. For some reason, it took a tiny whisk. Never mind. That's it. Nice and smooth. As we were preparing our cheesecake mixture, the tin cooled down. That's what we wanted. And now with just a little bit of butter, grease the sides of the tin. Pour the mixture in. Now, the interesting part. I'm going to bake the cake in a large roasting bag. If you don't have that, then you will need to put your cake into a large roasting tin, fill it with water halfway, and wrap the tin with tin foil. But if you're doing it in a roasting bag, you don't need to do any of that. Okay, turkey roasting bag. Seal the bag and place it on a baking tray. And we're going to bake it in the preheated to 150 or 160 if you're not using a fan assisted oven for 1 hour. So here we are. It's been exactly 1 hour. It's puffed up, looking absolutely gorgeous. Even if you have some cracks on it, it doesn't matter because we're going to cover it with the glaze, with our beautiful mango glaze. It will go down a little bit as it cools down, which is also good for us, for our purpose, to glaze it with the mango glaze. By the way, when you take it out of the oven and if you're not sure whether it's ready or not, if there is, it's all set and a little bit of jiggle in the middle, that's it, that's ready. So now we have to let it cool a little bit before we put on our topping. So the cake has cooled down. As you can see, it's coming off the sides. It's sunk in a little bit, just perfect for what we want to do next. And next we're doing the mango glaze. So I'm using 220 grams of mango pulp. You can buy it in a tin in a supermarket, which looks like this. And if you don't have that, you can just blitz a mango in a food processor. It will be the same, just until it's very smooth puree consistency. And 80 ml of hot water. And to that you add 6 grams of gelatin. 6 grams is a half of a gelatin sachet. And I will stir it until the gelatin dissolves, which doesn't take long. Just keep doing it. It doesn't smell nice, but ignore that. You will not feel it, taste it, or smell it when it's mixed with the fruit puree. So this is it, clear liquid, and we're going to pour it into the mango pulp. Mix it together. That's it. Done. And now we're just going to gently pour it on top of our cheesecake and let it set. Once it's cooled, we're going to place the cheesecake into the fridge overnight, or at least for 6 hours until it's fully set. I have a tiny bit left, but I'm not going to pour any more. So it just didn't sink deep enough. But it's perfect, just the way it is. We'll leave it at that. Let it cool, let it set, and when it's cold and refrigerated, we'll slice it. So the cheesecake has now cooled enough to go into the fridge. So let's take the sides off. Look at that. Isn't that just absolutely gorgeous? So now it's cool, but we don't want cool. The cheesecake should not be cool, it should be cold. So we're just transferring it onto a plate and put it in the fridge for at least 6 hours, or better yet, overnight, until it's ready. So this is the next day. We transferred the cake onto a nice cake stand, and now it's ready, and it was worth all the wait. Now we are going to cut a slice. Look at that. It's set nicely. It's super smooth, super creamy, with a little of orange tang in the cheesecake, and lovely, delicious mango glaze that pairs really nice with orange. Thank you for watching this episode of Culinary Haven. I hope you give this orange cheesecake a try, and also please like, comment and subscribe. And until next time, bye!